Ripping the past, like a sinner who is missing the mark. I was drifting through harm, now I'm lifting the scars. Ain't no script for the part I was given to start. So don't flip it when I laugh, you were missing the fact. Now you're twisting the... Alrighty everybody, we're back for another one. We're watching teenagers slaughtered at their entire fucking family. That's fucked. No. Let's watch this video and let's get into it.
We've talked about the Bever brothers before, but we never really dug into their police interrogation, an interview just as chilling, if not more, than the crime itself.
It was supposed to be like quiet. Right? Yeah, it was supposed to be with it. And then I would go upstairs and shoot David, Dad, and the guy with my...
This is Michael Beaver. Along with his younger brother Robert, he murdered their parents and 3 siblings in one of the most disturbing family killings in recent memory. They were barely out of their teens when they carried out this horrific act. The details are brutal, cold, and hard to process. And somehow hearing Michael explain it during the interrogation makes it even more disturbing. The questioning starts quietly. A detective walks in with a no-nonsense attitude. Michael, looking nervous, agrees to talk, without a lawyer. He even signs a waiver. The weight of what he's done hangs heavy in the room.
That's what you went through and stuff?
Okay, from the very start.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, about like 2 months ago.
Okay.
Is when we first really started talking.
So when you say we, who are you talking about?
Me and my other brother who's also...
Your brother?
Yeah, who's he has to do with me.
And what's his name?
Robert Bever.
Robert? Okay. And how old is he?
18.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
A couple months ago, I think it got to the start of this year, we started talking about voodoo and rampage and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I didn't take it seriously at first, but then he started buying like a body armor and stuff.
Where did he buy body armor from?
eBay and Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, legal.
Does he have a job?
He did at Mike Tech. He quit at the start of the year. And basically, it just kept escalating. He kept getting burned, and he asked if I wanted any, and I said yes, so he got me my own set.
Oh, okay.
And then about a month, about like June 30th, is when he came to me and said he found out that he can legally buy guns without permit in Oklahoma, that he could.
Okay.
And that's when he started planning. And
Did you... Now, you said he bought body armor, but you kind of said like a bunch of stuff. Did he buy... What else did he buy besides body armor?
Besides body armor, knives, and he was in the middle of buying guns and ammunition.
I see. Okay. Where did he buy the knives from?
eBay too.
Okay. Can you tell me like how many knives or what they looked like or anything like that?
I think he had about 3 normal knives and then 1 small cannon packs.
Okay. And then the guns. Where did he start buying guns from?
He bought them online. I think the website's like Bud's Gun Shop, and he bought 2 Glock 41s and a shotgun. I forget, it's like a Moss boot, I think.
Oh, okay.
Bought the Glock stuff with a website called Bud's Gun Shop, I think.
Okay.
And he bought the Moss boot off of the official website and then had them shipped to like Okinawa gun clubs to go.
Right away, Michael begins explaining how he and Robert planned everything. He talks about the body armor, the weapons, and their step-by-step preparation, calmly, as if it's just another story. At first, he denies having played a major part, but that doesn't last long. Eventually, he admits to stabbing his younger brother, Christopher. His change of story is jarring, one moment detached, the next brutally honest.
Do you want to do it?
I don't want to do it. I didn't, just because I didn't kill anyone.
Okay.
I stabbed someone.
Who did you stab?
My younger brother, Christopher.
Christopher. How old's Christopher?
9, I think.
What'd you stab him with?
My knife.
What's your knife look like?
It's green, kind of like camouflage, honestly, with.
On where your hand goes or where the blade is? Is camouflage?
Yeah, it's all camouflage.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yeah.
How big is it? Show me how big it is.
I think it's about this big.
Okay.
Handleable.
So what was Christopher doing when you stabbed him?
He was laying on the bathroom floor. Robert was also stabbing, and Robert asked me to go over and help him. So I stabbed Christopher, and then...
Where did you stab him?
Side of the neck.
Really? Okay. You okay?
Yeah.
You okay? Let me know if you need a break or anything, okay? So was Christopher still alive when you stabbed him?
Yes.
What was he saying and doing?
He was just screaming.
Screaming. Did you say he was in the bathroom?
Yeah, I was next to the toilet, with that bathroom.
Who else was in the bathroom?
I think Victoria might have been in there. About
Victoria?
Yeah, my 4-year-old sister.
4-year-old, okay. I want to talk about that more, but we got to try to kind of stay like chronologically, if you know what I mean.
As he speaks, Michael shows almost no emotion. The detective can hardly believe what he's hearing. Michael recounts the murder plans in graphic detail, like it's something he read about in a book.
When was that? Second night, what do you know?
July 1st.
Okay.
Because we started June 30th.
That's when you started making the plan?
Yeah, that's when we found out you could buy guns legally.
I see. Did you guys make drawings or write things down? Or?
I think he had a journal. He basically writing his ideas down. I think it's under his bed.
Under his bed?
Check there.
Is it like a journal, like a notepad, or like a book?
It's like a blank book.
Okay.
A black book. I think it's like a little case or something.
So you think he wrote stuff in there?
Fucked up
I
cunt.
think he was planning in it.
So then the second day you said that's when you realized that it might actually happen?
Yeah.
What made you realize that?
How serious he was. I mean, he was going through. He started planning on taking all of his money out of his bank and throwing away all his stuff. So
Why did he want to do it?
kill people.
Yeah.
Well, mainly 2 reasons. I think it's because he just he says he hates everyone. He thinks society is pointless, and so he wanted to kill people.
Yeah,
and also he wanted to beat the kill amount of other famous people like Columbine and James Egan Holmes.
Okay. Did you kind of feel that way too? Like when you guys were talking earlier,
Yeah.
Do you have a problem with society too, do you think?
No, I just...
Or you were just more like the number of people getting killed was kind of interesting and exciting?
Yeah.
Okay. So, because you mentioned a couple names are those like serial killers or something?
Well, like Columbine?
Yeah.
Columbine and James Egan Holmes. James Egan Holmes is a guy that shot up the theater.
In Colorado?
Yeah, he killed 12 and...
Wow. How many were killed in Columbine?
Columbine? I don't know, 15.
Okay.
I think.
So did you guys have a goal? Did you have a number?
He just wanted... I think he wanted to kill...
What's even more disturbing is how casually he talks about it all.
Yeah, facts. He's just talking about it like it means fucking nothing to him, like it's just any other day of the week, like it's just a Call of Duty game.
Michael mentions the killers he and Robert admired and talks about Robert's dark view of the world. His tone never changes. The detective, stunned, keeps pushing for more. When he asks Michael if there was any goal to this horror, the answer is hard to wrap your head around.
He just wanted... I think he wanted to kill 50.
Okay. So so as the planning goes, tell me what plans you started making and coming up with.
Well, originally, I think kind of stayed steady throughout the month. We wanted to kill everyone at the house first.
Okay.
And then wait for all the packages to show up over the weekend. And then we'd take the Yukon and we'd have our state with the guns and start killing, rampaging.
Did you know where you were going to drive to?
Towards Washington.
Washington State or DC?
Washington State. Washington State.
Why would you go to Washington State?
It's just kind of the direction we planned on.
And you said Yukon. Do your parents have like a Yukon? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
okay.
It's a large Yukon XL.
Does Robert have a driver's license?
He has a learner's permit.
Okay. So he would be able to drive it. Can you drive if you had to?
No, I couldn't.
Well, you can play video games. Surely you can drive a car. Just not very well. I mean, you could get it from point A to B. You might hit some things on the way, but okay.
Trying to keep him talking, the detective throws in some light jokes. Anything to make Michael...
I don't know, at the end of the day, I don't think the officer is just trying to throw in some jokes. I think he's just being that way because...
keep opening...
it is fucked up. And I don't know.
up. It works. Michael continues, describing how everything was timed and planned out like a movie script. Only this wasn't fiction.
So was the plan to use the knives at first on the family?
Use the knives.
Because the guns weren't going to be here till later on?
Yeah, and the guns would be too loud.
Oh, I see.
So, going to use the knives on the family, which obviously did not go as planned.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I just hope nobody saw us right now. Like, we didn't hope more people. Not that
Yeah. Did, so then you picked a date, you said?
Yeah, which was yesterday night. That was the date.
Did you pick a time and everything?
Yep, yeah, midnight when most everyone was in bed except for Mom.
So how did you guys know? He just came and got you, or you got him, or what did you guys do?
We were hanging out in the bedroom waiting.
Okay, and so...
How did you pick the date?
It evolved around with the packages and stuff we have. Because, all the ammunition, he didn't want them to see that. So we killed him the day before the ammunition got held, the day after we leave.
Do you guys not like your mom and dad? I mean, most teenagers don't like their parents, so I can understand that.
Yeah, Mom was okay, but Dad was a little bit,
Just a little bit too much.
Yes.
So, you guys waiting in the room, and was it right when midnight, and that's when things started?
Right at midnight, my sister, she came in, because she was getting to go to bed, she came in to tell us.
How old is
13.
Okay.
She came in to tell us that Mom wanted us to get the kitchen done before we went to bed and put the cats up. And basically, we did what we planned. I got to my desk, and I had to look at something to just get to roll up, but went up behind her, grabbed her, and slit her throat.
Really? What did he use?
His large red knife.
Okay, a large red knife?
Yeah, it's like mine.
How big is it?
It's like mine, right? It's about
Oh, I see.
that big. And then she fell to the ground screaming. Mom and Dad, Mom came in first, and then she was
Did you room upstairs or something? I don't know, I haven't been to your house, so I don't know.
Her room is downstairs. It's towards the back of the house.
And so she fell down and started screaming.
Yeah, when I kept stabbing her, I kind of freaked out because, I wasn't planning on this.
Were you saying anything, or,
I just stood there.
Okay.
And then Mom came in yelling, call the police. And then he went over and stabbed her.
Then he stabbed her?
Yeah, he probably stabbing her, pushed her, further down the hallway, and got up and ran.
Okay.
She ran out the door.
So she sat down at your desk, and he slit her throat, you said?
Well, she was standing at my desk and came up behind and slit her throat, and she fell down screaming.
And then he stabbed her some more? When he was stabbing her some more, where was he stabbing her?
Her neck.
Oh, her neck.
Her neck and stomach.
Stomach, okay.
The detective listens in disbelief as Michael shares more and more. It's like watching a nightmare unfold in slow motion.
Her neck and stomach.
Stomach, okay.
And then my mom came in and she started yelling, call the police, get Dad. And then he came over and started attacking her. He actually got up and ran out the front door.
Wow.
And once Mom was on the ground, he got up and started chasing after her.
And what were you doing?
Standing
Did you
there.
come out in the hallway?
No, I was just standing in my room. And the process, I don't know what I was doing.
So he stabbed your mom with the same knife?
Yep, somewhere.
And where did he stab her?
I think in the neck too.
Okay.
And no, actually, he stabbed her in the neck, pushed her into the kitchen, and then together. Slit her throat. She started screaming and ran into the family. At the same time, he realized Ted left the house.
Okay.
I went over and disabled the alarm.
Okay.
That's what I did. And then
Where's the pad for your alarm?
It's not the front door.
It's what?
It's now the front door.
Near the front door?
Yeah, and so I went over and disabled the alarm so it wouldn't.
Just a quick reminder that I do have a fishing channel out. I'll put a link in the description. Make sure you guys go check it out if you like fishing. Other than that, yeah. Oh, and I also have a music channel. I'll link both my other channels in the comments so you guys can check them out if you.
But has she already gone outside?
She went outside and then Robert went after her.
So where did she?
She was laying in the driveway and he to go her back from the bench in the front yard and started choking her.
On the bench out front?
Yeah, it was like a little bench and he threw the bench on her and went back inside to go after the little kids.
Did he bring her in or did she stay out there?
She stayed out there until he asked me to bring her in and I ran out. I had to go her inside. That's why she's in the Ginsky way. I go inside.
Oh, you brought her back in.
Yeah,
Was she still alive?
Yeah, she was still screaming. And then that's about the time Dad came down.
Okay.
Because his bedroom's upstairs. And he went back in the boys' area where Robert was. The boys' area, that's what they call it, our room. And they started attacking Dad. They got a little bit of a fight. But then eventually Robert got him down and I think he killed him.
Did he cut his throat too? Where did that happen?
In our room.
In your room?
Yeah.
Bro, this is absolutely fucked up.
Where were you?
I was standing in the hallway.
Okay. So did you see him cut your dad's throat?
Yeah.
Did he stab him other places too?
I don't know, I think he just went for the throat.
And where was she? Was in the entryway?
Yeah, I think she was in the entryway at that time, and then he went in, and Daniel was in his room, which is down the hall, and I was like, let me.
How old's Daniel?
I think he's 12.
Okay.
And I was like, let me in, and he let me in. He was sitting there on the phone with the police. I grabbed the phone, which is my phone. He got my phone, and then I ran into the kitchen and I smashed the underground.
Which was your phone?
Yeah, it was my phone.
Now you don't have a cell phone anymore.
No, I don't. And then I went back down, and he
Things take an even darker turn when Michael starts, his face showing a disturbing kind of satisfaction.
He was what kept the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when y'all got done at the house, where were you gonna go?
We were going to hang out there for at least the day. We were going to get the bodies in a room or something, maybe the attic. Clean up, and then wait for the ammunition, go pick up the guns, and then we'll leave the next day.
Where were you gonna go? I mean, where was gonna be your mass plan to get the most bang for your buck?
We're just heading generally towards Washington State. We're going to do it statewide.
Okay.
Did you guys have
Then there's his obsession with weapons. He talks about them like someone describing their favorite hobby. His excitement is unmistakable.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the view of the windows cleaning.
What was, when did you realize the police were there?
When we were in the woods.
Okay. And how did you know the
We
police?
heard the sirens, and then a couple minutes later we saw the lights.
And then you heard a dog?
Yeah.
Was the dog barking or growling or something?
It was growling. But
Yeah.
Pulled me up.
Okay, so at the point when you heard the sirens and stuff, were you guys kind of hiding and hunkered
Yeah,
down?
we had been sitting there.
Hoping they wouldn't find you?
Yeah,
Okay.
to the ditch.
So did you guys tell anybody else your plans?
I didn't tell anyone else. I know Rob was talking to people online about it.
So how many computers are in this house?
Computers, oh gosh. I think everyone has at least one computer. There's like 3 Chromebooks, which Daniel, Perry, and Christopher use. I have 2 laptops. They use for game design. Robert also has 2 laptops, same type. Has a tablet laptop thing.
And where are your 2 laptops?
Robert's is in his closet, mine is on the desk.
Do you guys share a room?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have 2. Do you use both of them, or one's an old one and
One's an old one.
So you don't really use that?
No, I was gonna get.
Later, Michael remembers hiding in the woods, spotting police lights through the trees. The room grows tense again as the detective tries to piece
He said that 3 minutes ago. What the fuck?
together what happened during that terrifying night.
So here's a problem that we might have, and I don't want it to be an issue for you because you've been really cooperative. We're going to talk to Robert too. So he's going to give us his version of the story, and sometimes they're going to be different. So is there anything that you kind of didn't quite tell me right, or you changed a little bit, and now that you understand that Robert's going to tell me everything?
But he'll probably tell you that he'll forgive them, because that's what I told him, when we were sitting out in the woods, to make conversation. But, forensics will show you how they said Christopher
What 3?
What do you mean you told him? So you told him you killed 3 people?
Yeah, I told him, because he asked me how many did you get. I said 3.
Did you tell him who you got?
No, I just said 3.
So do you, I guess this is my question for you. Do you think it's a lesser sentence if you killed 1 or if you killed 3?
No.
Near the end of the interview, the detective asks if Michael thinks Robert will tell the same story. Michael says no, Robert would lie. And if Michael hadn't helped, he believes Robert would have killed him too. Robert, he says, only cared about becoming famous. The detective, suspecting Michael isn't being totally honest, pushes harder. He says he's already heard Robert's version and things don't match up.
Well, you stabbed more than 1 person. So who else did you stab?
More than 1 person.
Or you stabbed more than just 1 time?
Oh, I stabbed Christopher more than 1 time.
How many times did you stab him?
I think twice.
Because you don't think we're going to know that?
Stop
I
thinking
know.
and go with what you know.
You mentioned forensics a minute ago.
I know.
I mean, I'm just one of like hundreds of people that are going to look at this thing, okay?
I know.
I mean, we got the state police coming in. There's, I don't know, 20 different forensic detectives at your house right now.
They're going to be there a long time because of the scene that it is.
So everybody that you killed and every single stab wound that you inflicted, we're going to know about. And this is your last chance to just kind of let us know, to be honest, to man up and tell us exactly what you did.
Michael finally cracks. He confesses that he didn't just stab Christopher once, it was several times. The detective gives him one last chance to be fully honest.
Because here's the thing, everybody's been stabbed, and you both had knives, and we know you both stabbed everybody. So you guys are kind of at the same level, and so now it's who's going to be honest and make this right, and who's a liar, okay? Which one do you want to be?
I'm not a liar.
Okay, so you're a man of your word?
Yes.
Okay. And do you want to make this right and do the right thing at this point in time?
Yes.
Okay. What else are
Okay.
you missing?
You want to start over then?
I'm like,
You tell us where you need to start.
he stabs. I didn't stab. I was stabbed to a window. So,
What about the crossbow?
the crossbow, yeah. It was pulled back, like it didn't have a bolt or arrow or anything. It got fired and broke.
It broke?
Yeah, I never next time to use it. It's broke. It's cheap.
So it was a broke before last night.
It broke when I got to got it fired because I wasn't able to do anything and I just need to uncock it. And so I pointed around, I pulled the trigger and this thing,
And that was a while ago, or that was last night?
Oh, that was last night.
Because you were supposed to use it.
I was supposed to use it. It was caught back and I wasn't going to use it, so I tried to, uncock it and broke.
So nobody's going to have any crossbow injuries.
No, they're not.
Okay.
What about the big knife, the machete? Did that get used on somebody?
I think he might have used it on Daniel. I think that's what he might have used to stab him in the chest.
And what about the surgical blade knife?
I think that's what someone was there with, too. So yeah, I think he used all of them. I only used the one. I used the green one.
You only used the green one,
Yeah.
and you're sticking to that.
Yes.
And with that, the interrogation ends.
Oh my god, that was fucked up. What a fucked up little kid, man. In the past, like a sinner who is missing the mark. I was drifting through harm, now I'm lifting the scars. Ain't no script for the part I was given to start. So don't flip it when I laugh, you were missing the fact. Now you're twisting the